Hello, I'm sat on, you see, sat on a bench and I'm on a walk. It's a lovely day today, so I'm going to go for a little walk down to the beach. So I'm sat down on the bench, so now I'm going to stand up. My age, standing up is a problem. And yeah, gonna go down a little walk. Sunny day, actually quite warm, even though it's December. So yeah, I'm gonna show you around, walk down to the beach. We'll have a lovely time. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, well, surprise, surprise. You can see lots and lots of trees, of course. And oh look, there's a little sign here on this tree. This tree is called a grey poplar. This tree was probably planted in 1847 as part of Prince Albert's initial improvements to the estate. It may have reminded Prince Albert of the trees around his childhood home at Schloss Reichenau, I hope I pronounced that right, Germany. So this, where I'm walking now, to tell you a little story, where I'm walking now is it's actually the grounds of a royal house, and this is where Queen Victoria and Prince Albert used to come for their holidays. And they, as you've heard, they planted trees and did what's called landscaping, which is where you take a big area, a big sort of, landscaping is kind of gardening on a grand scale, on a big scale. So the landscaping involves lots of designing and so forth. So there's another tree here. Let's have a look at this tree. And again, you can see, so this is a Monterey pine. Look at this. Look at the bark. Whoa. Let's get back a bit. Really tall. Taller than me, if you can believe that. Let's get back even further here. Really tall. So let's go back to the sign. Wow, the bark is amazing. The bark is amazing. Look at that. Extraordinary. Monterey pine. So this tree was probably planted in 1849 as part of Prince Albert's initial improvements to the estate. Native to the sea coasts of California, it does particularly well in the coastal areas of southern England. So in other words, this tree isn't native. You don't find these normally in Britain. So they brought this over, planted this from California in America. Interesting. Okay, so see a lovely bench there. Some nice colours, a nice sort of, in the background you can see kind of nice golden sort of autumnal colours. We're not quite in winter as such. More lovely trees here, very nice. Right, let's have a look at this one. I don't want this vlog to be too tree centric, too much about trees. But anyway, I thought I'd show you anyway. Algerian oak in 1849, planting as part of Prince Albert's initial improvements to Osborne. This is now one of the earliest surviving examples of this species, this kind of tree in the country. Native to Portugal, Spain and northwest Africa, it was only introduced to Britain in 1844. So in other words, this is not a tree, this tree here is not a tree that you would normally find in Britain. So So it's called Algerian, so I assume it comes from Algeria, which is in northwest Africa, I believe. Excuse me if I'm wrong about that. Okay. So, got some holly bushes there, very Christmassy. Holly associated with, we think of it with Christmas, the holly. Okay. And people make wreaths at Christmas, wreaths made of holly, and put them on, hang them on their doors in Britain, hang them on their doors. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so we're not far, actually. Ooh, lots of fingers there. We're not actually that far from the beach now. We're not far from the beach. So I will do a big reveal. I'll wait. But yeah, we're not far from the beach. Yeah, I'll have a look at the beach. It's quite a small beach here, but it's very pretty little beach. Yeah, so, but I like to come for walks in nature, especially in the winter, because it's actually very pleasant today. It's very pleasant weather. It's sunny and it's not cold. Yeah, nice day to come out, get some exercise. I don't like exercise. I like to sit and eat cake and drink coffee, but you can't do that all the time, can you? You can't do that all the time. So yeah, sometimes I have to get out, especially because it's very rarely sunny in the winter in Britain. We get a lot of rain. Yesterday it was raining, the day before it was raining, it was windy, it was cold, it was horrible. Okay, but a nice day today, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so let's, there we go. Can you see the sea there? Can you see the water? See the water? So I'm walking up there, so probably don't want to go viral on YouTube. Yeah, it's very nice, very pleasant. Trees. Hello.
Hello.
Right, so, okay, let's have a look. Now, we're nearly there. We're nearly at the sea. Ooh. Let's see what we can see at the sea. So you have a sign there for directions where you want to go, and here we have a sign for ice cream. So ice cream, which it's a bit cold. It's a bit cold for ice cream today, I think. See over there, there's a sailboat, I think. Yeah, sailboat. Very nice. Okay, so let's walk down to the beach and see what we can see at the sea. Don't know why I keep saying that. Right, a lovely day. Now, I'm not sure if we'll be able to get onto the beach today because tide might... No, the tide is... Well, it looks like the tide, that's the water. The tide is coming in a bit, so I don't know if I'll go on the actual beach. I might do. So here we are. Look at this. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah. So you can see there's actually lots of sailboats out today. There's one there. And then there's 2 or 3 over there. Okay, so let's down these steps. Try not to slip. And this is the beach. There's quite a lot of pebbles. It's quite pebbly. You can see the stones there. There's sand on this beach as well. You can walk along the beach in the sand. So that's quite nice. A lovely view of me. So I'm on the beach. On the beach. It's happening. I don't come to the beach that often. I like the beach in winter, funnily enough. In the summer it's too busy. It's too hot. But in the winter I kind of like the beach. It's quiet. It's not too hot. Yeah, there's a bit of a wind, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah. Anyway, well, we've seen the beach for what it's worth. So I think I'll finish the video there. And I'll say goodbye. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time.